I'm really oversharing right now. Hello everyone and happy Tuesday. Welcome to a week in my life vlog. Monday, oh my gosh, guys. Monday's such a busy day. Literally forgot a vlog, which a day should not be so busy where I forget a vlog. Today it's after work. I just finished therapy. I have had just the most insane like 48 hours. Nothing crazy is happening. Like in 3 days from now, am I going to remember any of this? Probably not. However, been a crazy couple days. I'm also on my sourdough journey, as I've talked about. I baked my first loaf of sourdough yesterday. I ate it all. It was a tiny loaf in my defense, but I did eat it all today because I was stressed. And now I need to feed my sourdough starter. But seriously, I'm like so not there. These glasses are not even prescription glasses. They're just blue light glasses because I've been staring at a screen. It's just been like one of those days where work has been, you're just staring at a screen all day long, like doing things with your brain. You know how it goes. This looks like it's active, but it's not supposed to be. I'm just discarding some of my, oh, I got it on my counter. Oopsies, oopsies. Oh my gosh, wait, what the heck, guys? It's all falling on my counter. What the heck is going on here? But I'm actually going out of town this weekend, which I feel like I've been traveling so much. I think that until summer is over, I'm traveling every other weekend, which as somebody who is a major homebody, that is like my biggest nightmare, but yet I am choosing to do all this traveling. And I'm excited to do all this traveling. I'm very grateful and I feel really excited for all of it. But at the same time, I am naturally such a homebody that I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do all this? How am I going to handle all of this? I will figure it out as I do. This weekend, I'm going to San Clemente. One of my friends from college moved there, and so one of my other friends and I are going to visit her there, and it should be really, really fun. I'm excited to see her. It's been a while. We have lots of catching up to do. I am leaving Friday night and then getting back really late on Sunday. It's just a little weekend trip. Like, really, it's just 2 days. I'm excited to see her and catch up, see her new life that she's built in a new city. It is weird growing up and having everybody like move away and like start new jobs, and she just got engaged and I'm so excited for her. I'm like, oh my god, you're engaged. So it should be really fun, but I have that to like look forward to this week and also be aware of that I need to like edit my video before the weekend is over. I have a bunch of errands to run and just, you know, all of that. When I'm not home on the weekends, I usually like to do a lot of YouTube and like social media stuff on the weekend, so knowing that I'm not here this weekend, I have to do it during the week. I feel like I'm sounding like I'm complaining. I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to reprioritize everything and just be aware of it all. It's hard to, I feel like right now I am complaining though. It's hard to kind of manage everything I want to do while trying to get ahead. I feel like I have like 20,000 jobs, not really. Okay, now I really do feel like I am just complaining. I need to take a step back. I definitely am somebody who can like bite off more than I can chew and will definitely like overcommit to things. It's just hard to balance it all while I'm having unreasonable expectations for myself. I'm gonna say this, even though I don't actually mean it, or I don't actually follow it myself, but it's okay to take breaks. It's okay to say no to things. You should. I don't, personally, but you should. Do as I say and not as I do. Okay. I don't know how much is in here. I'm trying to just kind of figure out like a ratio. That feels like it's about enough. I'm doing 2 tablespoons of flour and 2 tablespoons of water, and hopefully 2 tablespoons of sourdough starter. This was my first time ever like discarding anything before. I made my very first loaf yesterday, and I actually have a second loaf in my fridge right now, cold proofing. And so I don't want to get like a ton of flour wasted if I'm just gonna discard it all. So that's why I was trying to save a ton of sourdough discard, and I don't have a jar for it, so hopefully it all going in a little Tupperware will not be an issue. I'm going to bake my second loaf of starter tonight. I'm really excited. Or my second sourdough loaf. My brain is not functioning properly. But I did just finish therapy. I have this really exciting opportunity that I will talk to you guys about, but I don't want to talk about it prematurely. It's nothing to do with social media or anything. It's just more of like a personal thing. I don't want to talk about it too prematurely and jinx it, but I will talk about it. Whether it happens or not, I'll tell you guys after the fact. Okay, we're gonna put all of this sourdough discard in the fridge. But I spent the entire session in therapy kind of like talking about my fear of things working out, which is really weird to say. I don't know if anybody else has a similar experience that, like, why am I afraid of all the good things in my life coming? Because it means change, and what if change is not as positive as I think it is? That is something that I've really been struggling with recently, and I feel stupid for saying that. I don't know, it's a really exciting opportunity. Again, I will tell you guys 100%, just need to wait until I figure out if it's happening or not. But it does mean that there is going to be a lot of change happening in my life. Like, my day-to-day life will be a little bit different, although a lot of things will still be the same. I'm trying to say it without actually saying it, but don't worry, I would still be living here. I would not be moving. That you cannot get me to move anytime soon. This is the very first time in my entire life where I am about to live in a place for more than a year. I actually realized, so May 1st was the anniversary of when I started my horrible job that made me go crazy, and May 1st is in 2 days, which is crazy. Time went by so fast, yet so slow. I think I moved into this apartment Memorial Day weekend, so this will be the first time in my entire life where I'm living somewhere. I think for the past 10 years, I have moved 10 times. More than 10 times, I think, which is crazy. Moving with college and apartments and my family moving and just like all of that stuff, I've moved so many times. And so I'm excited to like really put down roots in a house. So whatever my exciting news is, I will not be moving. That is not happening. Feel free to guess though, because why not? We'll see if you guys can be right. But I do think that I'm gonna go on a little after work walk because I think it's good for my mental health. I actually have been realizing, and this is going to sound stupid because like, duh, I go on walks to improve my mental health at this point. It's not really for an aesthetic purpose anymore. I will say when I first started like exercising and walking and doing all this stuff, like there definitely was like the aesthetics in mind. I was like, oh great, cardio, losing weight, whatever. And then I was like, wait, my mood is consistently improved when I go on walks. I should start going on walks more, and going on walks is more of like a mental health thing. But because of doing that, my endurance has gotten so much stronger. I have been like running a little bit. Like, I'm not a runner by any means. I'm running for like 2 minutes straight. That's not that much. It's not even close to a mile. But I used to not be able to run for like 30 minutes without like physically panting and like like feeling like I'm gasping for air. And now I can run and do like little things and not feel phased by it at all, which is so unheard of for me. Never in my entire life have I ever been like that. Never in my entire life have I ever chosen to run outside of like being forced to, like PE in school. I tried on my way home, just like run like a teeny tiny little path just to see how my endurance is, and I really feel like going on so many walks has built my endurance so much with such low effort too, which is like the best part about it. I feel like I need like a little snack before I go on my walk. I've just really been loving it, and I always say this, but it's getting so much hotter, so there's only a short period of time that I can really go on a walk these days without it being too hot and while the sun is still up, and then eventually it's going to get too hot. So I'm trying to take advantage of it as much as I possibly can while I can. I'm really hungry, and I ate all my sourdough, so I don't have sourdough to snack on. Do you guys ever just like go from your fridge to your pantry to your freezer and then like just keep going in rotation until you eventually find something you want to eat? So that's what I'm doing right now. Let's see. I just want something that's quick that I can snack on. I do have bananas, but they're kind of brown. And because they were kind of brown, I was like, ooh, I can make some banana bread with these guys. They're kind of mushy. I don't feel like these are gonna, no, these are not gonna be good, are they? No, but I needed some food in my stomach before I go on my walk. Okay, we're gonna change, and then we're gonna walk. We're back from our walk. By the way, this top is from Amazon. I own it in like a million different colors. And then, I don't know if these are my Sierra's yoga leggings. Currently making a Ninja Creamy. Sourdough's in the oven. That noise that you're hearing is a Ninja Creamy. Also, I feel like I'm starting to get congested again. I feel like I was congested and then I was fine, and now I'm not fine. So it's like, it's going through phases. I'm like listening to myself talk, and I'm like, oh God, I need to make sure that I'm healthy and good before my trip. So I'm gonna take some vitamin C and zinc. Even though a lot of you guys told me that taking vitamin C after you're sick doesn't do anything, but apparently zinc does. I don't know, but I am just gonna take it just to be cautious. One thing that I always do, and I don't know why, is I don't really bring my supplements on vacation with me, which is like kind of counterproductive, because I feel like that is an environment where I would be more likely to get sick and more likely need it. Even not in like a sickness aspect, but I'm like outside of my regular routine. My sourdough has 13 minutes left in the oven, and then I take the lid off and then I put it in for like 15 more. I should double check. It could be 5. I have no idea. But I'm making a sorbet. I'm not super hungry because I ate an entire loaf of sourdough today on top of other foods, but I do have this Ninja Creamy sorbet that I'm making. It's blueberry, lemon, and then water, and then sugar. I'm gonna scrape down the edges because it's kind of powdery. I find that if I let them sit out long enough, I usually don't have to do a second spin, and if I can get away with not having to do a second spin, I'm going to, because I hate the sound of the Ninja Creamy, but I was impatient and I didn't let it sit out for as long as it probably needed to. It's delicious though. I'm just gonna do a couple splashes of water in it. The more water, like kind of like more obviously liquidy it is, and like a thinner consistency. Okay, we're gonna put this back in the Ninja Creamy, and I won't torture you with the sound. Wait, why is this not lining up? Is this broken? No, it's not. I don't know why it's not doing what it needs to do. Wait. Okay, we're gonna put it back in. And we respin. This consistency is stunning. Look at that. Oh, this is delicious. We are going to eat this on my couch. Should I be eating this thing on my couch? No. Speaking of my couch, I'd love your guys' opinion. I've been wanting a new couch for a while, one that fits the space better, and I would sell this one, use that money, put it towards getting a new couch. I don't really want to do it soon. However, the tariff situation making stuff more expensive. So I'm like, is it better to do it now instead of when things get more expensive? Or are they already getting more expensive and I should just wait anyways? I will obviously do my research about prices before I do it, but are you guys kind of buying things that you've been wanting for a while because they're gonna get more expensive? Oh, it's cold, delicious, but I have a brain freeze. Whew. Okay, we are going to watch Desperate Housewives on the couch eating our sorbet until the timer goes off for sourdough. Okay, moment of truth. We have our hot pads here. Guys, I don't know who I've become. Making my own sourdough, making my own butter. I do feel like I'm hearing my voice sound pretty congested. My boss is sick and I saw her on Saturday because I had a work event on Saturday. And I'm wondering if she got me sick. Okay, so what you usually do with sourdough is you bake it with the lid on for 30 minutes, then you take the lid off, and then you bake it again to kind of crisp up the top. Moment of truth, moment of truth. Oh. Oh my gosh, this is stunning. Wow, she is actually beautiful. Not me clapping with my hot pads, oven mitts, whatever they're called. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. Is this not stunning? So I did a cross formation with my cutting. What's it called? Scoring? Yeah. I want to try patterns next time, but I just wanted to kind of do the simple ones first. The other one I did just straight across. So what we're gonna do, 450. Turn it off, turn it back on, because that's how my oven works. We're gonna drop it down to 425, and we're gonna put this back in right now for 15 to 20 minutes. Last time I did 15, I feel like it wasn't enough. I still think I'm going to set the timer for 15 and then check on it, but oh my gosh, she's beautiful. My oven is now preheated to 425. Also, I don't have a cooling rack, so I use a muffin tin. Also, I'm like slightly upset with myself in a very selfish way because I told my friend that I would give her this loaf because her parents are coming in town, and seeing how beautiful it is, I'm like, I kind of want it myself, but that's okay. I should give it to her. Okay, so set a timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
Because I am going out of town. Granted, I am going out of town on Friday night, and I did eat an entire loaf just today. It was a smaller loaf than that one. That one is a much bigger loaf, but I'm really happy. I'll have to take you guys with me on like the whole process of doing it from start to finish, because I was kind of doing it over the weekend and just like winging it, seeing how it goes. That for my second loaf, I think is stunning. I just love being good at things, and I just love when things turn out. I'm gonna be so real. I really did not think my very first loaf was going to turn out, and I was so pleasantly surprised to see that it did. It did not feel real. It's just nice to accomplish something, especially something that's kind of hard. I know that it's just baking bread, but I feel like everyone always talks about how it's really difficult, and I still don't feel like I'm perfect at it. Like, there's so much room for improvement, but I'm just really proud of myself that I did it. Okay, back to watching Desperate Housewives and eating my sorbet. I always kind of like eat it like this, where I tilt it. Where's my remote? Did I leave my remote over there? I don't want to get up, but I just did get up. Yeah, where the heck is my remote? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Anyways, back to my TV. It's been 15 minutes, time to check in. I promise I won't make this my whole personality. I might for a little bit, but it won't last, I promise. I know myself well enough. Oh my gosh. No, this is perfect. Oh my gosh, so pretty. And then, like I said, I don't have a cooling rack on the muffin tin. Oh my gosh, this is stunning. Wow, do you guys see this? Let's look at it up close. I am thrilled with how this turned out. So you have to wait an hour to cut into it. I did tell my friend I was planning on cutting into it just in case the inside was like absolutely horrible. You know what, like when you bake something for other people, it's intimidating. Like I want to make sure they like it. I told her I was going to cut into it just to make sure I didn't like give them a bad one. Now that that is done, we can officially sit on the couch and rot for the rest of the night. I did just realize that I probably should be editing my video or doing something productive right now, and I just really don't want to. Cheers and happy Wednesday. I keep thinking today is Thursday. So last night I could not help myself and I did a little bit of internet stalking and I hurt my own feelings. Not actually, but I feel like I'm like having like the verge of a crash out. I'll just be like fully transparent here, right? Oh. I was stalking my ex-boyfriend. I have like made it a very strong point to not stalk exes. I find that it is so much better for you, especially if like you're going through the breakout, blah, 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 okay. I've made it a point to not stalk any of my ex-boyfriends, ex-friends, people who I like don't want in my life anymore, because it will make you crash out, especially if you're like actively going through the breakup. It does not benefit you at all to be stalking them. So I literally have not seen a photo of this man since we broke up years ago. I have not talked to him. I have no idea what he's up to. And I don't know why. Last night I was like, I'm kind of curious. Enough time has passed. I think I'm fine. And like I still am fine. I would not get back together with him. I'm really oversharing right now. But the crash out is from the internet stalking that I did. He looks so different. God, I hope he's not saying this. Okay. And it kind of made me think like, oh my gosh, I used to know every single thing about this person. I knew this person like the back of my hand. I knew the things that made him happy, his biggest insecurities, his childhood trauma, like all of this stuff. Like I knew this person like the back of my hand. We were together for 4 years. Now I don't know a single thing about him. He looks completely different than when we dated because we've grown up. It's been years since we've seen each other. It's been years since we've talked. I knew every single thing about this person. I don't even know where he lives. I don't even know what he does for work. I do because I did stalk his LinkedIn. But aside the point, before I did my internet stalking, I didn't know anything. It's blowing my mind that I used to know every single thing about a person and now I don't know a single thing. And when I think about it, I'm like, it's been so many years. I've changed so much as a person. There is so much in my life that has changed and so much that has made me change as a person, and I'm sure that's the same for him. And then I kind of started thinking about it in like a broader sense of like every single person I've ever met and ever known and every single person I've ever been friends with who I don't keep up with anymore, whether we like fell out of touch or we had a falling out or something like that happened. I don't know. I'm like struggling with it, but not really, because I'm fine where I am. I'm fine with the people who are in my life and the people who are out of my life, but it's crazy to me how you can talk to a person every single day, know every single thing about them, and then just never talk to them again. Not know anything about them. Don't know why that this has been on my mind. I don't know why last night I decided, I think I'm gonna do some internet stalking and find his mom's Facebook page and see what his mom has posted about him on Facebook. Why did I decide to do that? I have no idea, but I did. I was just laying in bed and I was like, and like I didn't hurt my own feelings, but I'm like giving myself a crash out of how much I have changed, how much my life has changed. And I'm sure all of my exes and friends and all that have had the exact same experience. It's kind of sad to me. That was someone I thought I was gonna marry for a really long time. And I literally like gasped when I saw a photo of him. I was like, oh my God, he looks completely different. I'm so sorry if he's watching this. I really am. I don't mean it in a mean way. I feel like this is just like a byproduct of life, I guess, as time goes on. So I need to stop internet stalking people because it hurts my own feelings. Again, like I keep saying it's hurting my feelings. It's really not hurting my feelings. It's just like causing me to like think a little bit more deeply than I want to think on a Wednesday, you know? But I hope all the people in my life that I don't talk to anymore are doing well. There's no one that I'm wishing ill on, you know? Anyways, I have some stuff that I need to do. But yeah, that is what's been going on in my mind, kind of like causing me to spiral a little bit. Nobody send this to him, please. Don't do it. My God. The workday is over. We're heading out to my little Pilates workout class. I don't know why, but I thought this was so cute to do pink on pink, but like different shades of it, kind of more those two-tone. These are both from Amazon. This is the Sierra's Yoga brand, and then this is the Gym People brand. Really, really love it. Also, I've been wearing these earrings every day, and I've been able to sleep in them because they're like little cuffs, like they don't have little pointy backs, which is really nice because I'm a side sleeper, so they don't poke into the back of my ear or the back of my neck, which is super, super nice. I'll link these down below. I think they also came with a third one, which I've been talking about if I want to get my triples pierced. I probably will wait until summer's over to do that, but I really want to do that. I've also been thinking about how I've been wearing this necklace every single day for almost 2 years now. I love this thing. I never take it off. And then I think I have like cute little pink Pilates socks, so I'm gonna try to wear it with this, but yay. TMI, possibly. I don't really know if anything will ever be so TMI that I won't share it on the internet, because I am an oversharer, as we've seen earlier today. But I was literally shaving my armpits in the sink because I was like, oh, I'm gonna be like lifting my hands above my head. Maybe my heads, as if I have multiple of these things. No. So I was literally shaving my armpits over my sink because I was like, I don't want to do a full shower just to do that. So yeah, life hack, to put my razor back in my shower. I am so overwhelmed. I told you guys that I have something exciting coming up, and there is something to do with it on Friday, and I was not expecting for it to be this week, and now it's this Friday, and I'm going out of town on Friday night, and I have like a bunch of errands. I'm like complaining. I feel like I've been complaining so much this vlog, but I just have been feeling very overwhelmed with a lot of stuff, and I need to like compartmentalize everything. So, and I don't even know. I don't know. It will all be okay. It will all work out.
With that band around our forearm, bend our knees to pull out your original lift our hips up into that hip. Very nice. Beautiful, guys. 20 seconds. We'll meet down in that. One. Thanks, Wednesday. Drop it out. We roll out your wrist up, roll that straight on a plank.
I'll be honest, I'm like scared to drive home. My whole body is shaking. I've been trying to challenge myself and do like the harder stuff. In Pilates, there's springs and there's like lighter springs and like harder springs. And I've been trying to do the harder springs. Usually I do like somewhere in the middle, but I've been trying to actually do the harder springs, and I can confirm the harder springs are in fact much, much, much harder. I have some returns to do. I actually have like a ton of returns, and I'm only gonna do a few right now just to make sure that I get it all in time. But I went to Princess Polly and did a Princess Polly order for my Coachella outfits, and I'm just gonna return what I didn't end up liking, and a lot of the stuff didn't fit. A lot of it was just too big, so I feel like I need to like reevaluate my sizing, and so I'm just returning a lot of it. I have this super cute tote bag. Is this not adorable? I got it from work, but I found on Amazon a dupe for it. It's not this hot pink color, it's like a light pink color, but I still think it's just as cute, so I'll link it for you guys. But we're gonna go to the mall because there's a Princess Polly in the mall, which is amazing. I'm gonna double check my Amazon orders to see if there's any that I need to return before the window expires. Wait a minute, what? I've been listening to a lot of sad music. Why? I don't know, but I have been. And okay, is there anything that I need to return like now? No, I'm good. I have 2 weeks to return everything else to Amazon, so I have time, which is a relief. Okay, but we're gonna do the mall. Oh, someone's backing into the spot right next to me. Hi, don't hit me. I honestly am always very impressed by people who back into their spots because I don't know how to do that. I barely know how to park as is. If I don't have a backup camera, I literally don't know how to drive, and I'm not proud to admit that. That's not something I take pride in. 11 minutes away, 12 minutes away. I don't know why I just jumped up 1 minute. Now it says 11 again. I don't know. But let's go to the mall, do our returns, and then go home. Since I'm going to the mall, I don't know if I'll have time to go on a walk because the sun will probably be down before I get back. It just won't be like worth it, you know? So maybe I'll like go on the treadmill or something tonight if I do want to get in my steps. Oh, I've only walked 400 steps today. I think that is because I just put my watch on before I left for Pilates. That's what I'm gonna tell myself. Okay. Wait, you know what? Actually, before we go, one last thing. Spraying my face, my antimicrobial spray, so I don't break out from all the bacteria from my sweat. I'll link this down below too. It's like the Tower 28 one, but significantly cheaper. And I love significantly cheaper. Happy Thursday. If you guys don't mind, I have a lot of yapping to do. First of all, I don't feel well. My stomach really hurts because I had 2 kind of older bananas, and so I was like, oh, I'll make banana bread, and then I ate a ton of the dough and now my stomach really hurts. I really overdo it. I've been overdoing it a lot this week, and I don't know if that's like triggering to talk about. I feel like I'm like kind of alluding to what I'm talking about. Also, I turned my air conditioner off, but it's still going. My ceiling tripod has fallen. May she rest in peace. She was on the ceiling, now she's on the ground. It has been falling for a while and I just keep sticking it back on there and it's not staying. My stomach really hurts from all the dough I ate. Also, I don't care. I will eat dough with raw egg in it. I don't care. I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, that's bad for you. I don't care. It's not something I care about. My stomach will hurt for the rest of the day and I'm fine with it. I'll live with it. I enjoy a little dough, cookie dough, banana bread dough, whatever. I think a raw dough, delicious, even though it does destroy my stomach. So I decided, I think I'm gonna tell you guys my little secret thing that I've been working towards that I was kind of alluding to earlier in this vlog, because hopefully by the time this vlog goes up, I will have known some answers. If not, whatever. I'm not someone who can move in silence. I thought I could be, but the thing is, I'm a yapper at heart, and I don't think I can do that. So my little secret thing is that I am applying for a job within my company, within my same team. Essentially, it is just a promotion above where I am at right now. I am currently a marketing specialist and a marketing manager role is opening up on my team. And the way my company is, a lot of companies have like these internal roles or rules or whatever. I have not been with the company. I haven't even been with the company for 6 months. Let's just be real here. I haven't been with the company for a year and they kind of have a rule where like you're not allowed to be promoted if you've worked here for less than a year. So in order for me to get this promotion, I have to apply an interview for it. My manager recommended that I apply for it. She thought that I would be a really good fit for it. But again, there are things that have to happen because I haven't been with the company for over a year, if that makes sense. That's my understanding of it. I don't think it's like to a T what I'm saying, but I think that's like my very broad understanding. But a role opened up. My manager thought that she sees a lot of potential in me and she thinks that I'd be a really great fit for it. And although I haven't been with the company for that long, she's seen like a lot of growth. It means so much that she like views me and thinks that I can fit into this role after such a short period of time, that she trusts me. It means the world to me. It is like truly one of the biggest compliments, and I feel like I would be understating it if I said that the company and the team and the role that I have now is the perfect fit for me. I feel like I am really thriving, in all honesty. All of my strengths, I feel like I'm really able to play up in this role, in this company, in my specific team. I feel really grateful to have this opportunity. So I am finding out, though, I will say that the process is a lot faster than I thought. My manager told me about it 2 weeks ago. This is actually so funny because I had a one-on-one with my manager. And if you guys remember, I was talking a little bit ago about like how I was scared of being laid off because it was the 1-year anniversary of me being laid off, and I've been seeing a lot of companies doing layoffs, and I just felt like a lot of anxiety about it. And I was like, I don't know if I should tell my manager about it. Someone made a really great comment and they're like, your manager is not a sounding board for your paranoia, and I totally agree with you. However, I did make my manager a sounding board for my paranoia. She asked me to be honest with her if I ever feel like unsure about what I'm doing, because she just wants me to be in the right place. It doesn't matter if it's with her or not. And I will say I have voiced my concerns to other managers I've had in the past and it didn't go well, but I did tell her, I was like, I just want to let you know if I'm acting weird. I just feel really paranoid and traumatized from being laid off. I don't know if our company is gonna do layoffs anytime soon, but I just want to let you know, like, if you like say something weird or phrase something in a certain way and I like act weird about it, like she made a comment to me, she's like, yeah, there's going to be changes on our team soon. And I almost like threw up because I thought that meant that like that we were doing layoffs, and that actually meant that we were adding a new position to our team. So quite the opposite of layoff. So I did tell her that I was paranoid about it, and I just wanted to let her know to stop saying things. I wanted to say it and oh, drop something. I know that it may not be like the most professional thing for me to have said that, but I felt like I was just so anxious and getting sick to my stomach every single day that I just wanted to say it out loud and be like, I'm just kind of paranoid about this. I think that if I had different managers or was in maybe like a different situation, I don't think I would, but I felt very comfortable too. I'm really glad I did. She was like, you don't have anything to worry about. She was like, actually, quite the opposite. We're opening up this position on our team and I think you should apply for it. And I was like, oh, this is quite literally the opposite of being laid off. Okay. So she told me about that 2 weeks ago. And then today I had an interview. I had my very first interview with the recruiter. Again, I have to like actually interview for this role. It's not as simple as just being promoted. And she did tell me, my manager, she was like, I think that you'd be a great fit for this role, but like, I'm going to do my due diligence. I'm going to interview other people that apply. If someone blows me away, whatever. And I was completely fine with that. But I had my screening call with the recruiter today, and then tomorrow I have my interview with my manager and her boss, and then I think next week I will have an interview with every single person on my team, like a group interview with all of my colleagues, all the people that I talk to on a daily basis that are like my friends essentially, which I think is going to be really weird. I don't know why. I was kind of getting in my head a little bit about like submitting my application, because I'm like, my friends are gonna see this, like this is weird. I'm sharing that. Watch me not get this job. Just kidding. I really hope I do. I was thinking about this and I was like, this would be cruel and unusual punishment to kind of like motivate me, push me, encourage me to apply for this role, make me interview with every single team member, and then I don't end up getting the role. Like that would be evil. Not actually evil, but like that would be stabbed to the heart. So I really hope I get it. I have to interview with, I've never interviewed internally. I actually called and like talked to on the phone a mentor from a company ago and just kind of like asked his advice, like if he had any advice interviewing internally. He did not. It was unfortunately not very helpful. But yeah, there is the possibility that I might be promoted, which is a really insane opportunity. I also started my horrible, terrible job that I hated a year ago today. And so the fact that I had like a first round interview with the recruiter for a manager position today, like a year later, is insane. I feel like my life is changing in ways that I never imagined it to. It's truly turning out so much better than I could have ever imagined, and I really feel like I had to trust the process, but the process was hard to trust, if I'm being honest. I'm not one to trust the process. I'm one to question the process. It's really hard to see the bigger picture when you're in the moment, and it's just crazy how all this is happening. I just feel like I really ended up at the right place at the right time, and I feel eternally grateful. So grateful. I'm really like nervous for my interview tomorrow with my boss and her boss. It's going to be like the two of them interviewing me. I am nervous, but at the same time, like I'm not, but I am, but I'm not. I feel like a healthy amount of nerves is appropriate and almost like necessary. I don't want to be too cocky about this and act like I'm gonna get it, because I don't know if I actually am, but I would like to think that I have put in a good word for myself, because my manager is the hiring manager. So that is my little secret that I've been keeping from you guys. I didn't want to speak on it too soon, but unfortunately I have a big mouth, so I will be speaking on it right now, as I just did. I have a couple more things to yap about, but my stomach really hurts and I want to sit down. So let's go to my dining room table so I can sit and yap. Ow! I was getting my tripod out of there and okay. So we remember my crash out I had earlier this week about stalking my ex-boyfriend on social media and me being like, oh my god, we are so much older, we both changed. I'm thinking about it more, and I think the crash out is not about him, which I like kind of knew, but I think it's about the realization that we're getting older. I am now a woman, which is crazy, because when I was in this relationship I was 18 to 22. At the end of the day, like 18 to 22, like that's technically an adult, but like I'm still a child at the end of the day. I was thinking about this. I was like, oh yeah, this experience. I was like, he didn't know me for any of those experiences, any of those years. And I think that I'm like, oh my god, we have grown up so much. I am 3 years out of college. That's crazy. Wow. By no means do I think that I am old. I still think that I'm like a little baby, but I think I'm realizing how much I'm growing up. I feel like 25, the age that I currently am, like I feel like there's so much like credibility with 25, and I do know that 25 is still so young, but it feels so much more established as a young adult than when you're 22, than when you're 21, than when you're 23. I think that maybe realizing how far away I am from that stage of my life, like how long ago that phase of my life I actually was or am right now, made me realize how much older I've gotten, how much time has actually changed, and how much time has flown by. And I don't think that I fully realized what is that sound? I think there's like a bird. I don't think I fully realized how fast time is moving, because when you're living your life day to day, life just goes on. But I feel like we are all turning into women and men and people, and It is crazy. Now, for my second point that I wanted to make, I made this TikTok this morning, which turned out to be an unpopular opinion, as I did not know. My biggest fear right now is meeting my husband. I was thinking about this and I was like, you know, I could randomly meet my soulmate any day. Like, I could be walking down the street, running into someone. I could be getting lunch with my friend and a man could come up to me. Like, I could meet my soulmate any day and my entire life would change and I would have no idea. Like, I could wake up tomorrow morning and meet the love of my life, have no plans of it, and my entire world has changed. And that is my biggest fear at the moment. And as it turns out, a lot of people don't share that same fear. A lot of people actually want that. I think that I am someone who I just enjoy being single so much more than I enjoy being in relationships. And maybe that just means I've been in the wrong relationships. But I truly think that even if I was, well, I don't know, maybe I take that back. I just am very aware that if I were to meet my husband, my whole life would change for the rest of my life, right? Like, I would never be single again unless I get a divorce, which, like, I mean, hopefully not, knock on wood. If it happens, it happens. I'm not ready to give up this stage of my life where I'm young, I'm in my 20s, I'm independent, I live alone, I really only have myself to look after and to take care of, and I don't want a relationship right now. I wonder if that mindset that I have will ever change, but truly, like, I am so scared of meeting the love of my life the way that I'm scared of getting into a car accident. And apparently that's a hot take. Apparently that's not a popular opinion. Apparently a lot of people don't agree with that. A lot of people are saying are like, meeting your soulmate like adds so much to your life. Like, no offense, I don't think it will. It probably will, honestly. But right now, that's just not something I want. Like, I don't want to be in a relationship right now, and I'm scared that I'm gonna like accidentally meet the right person. You know, it's a huge fear of mine. I don't want to be like tied down for the rest of my life. I don't want to be in a relationship for the rest of my life. Like, I'm still so young. I still have so much time. I still have so much I want to figure out on my own. Like, it's not something I want right now. It's not even something that I'm like really open to, but I'm just like so scared. Like, what if I meet the right person and like I kind of have to? That could literally be a horror movie. I'm not kidding. Like, in my mind, that is probably one of the most terrifying things that could happen to me. Call me dramatic. I am. And I have a lot to do. I have to edit my video because I still haven't done that. I had a Pilates class and I ended up canceling it because my stomach hurt from eating all the dough, and I was like, I just can't do it. I just don't feel like doing it. I have to pack. I have to prep for my interview. I really put off everything until today. Am I mad at myself for it? Yeah, I am. It is what it is. I say that as if I'm not scrolling on my phone right now, not doing any of it. I'm packing for my trip. It is like 2.5 days, I guess, but I did bring a lot more clothes than I probably should have, just to have options because I wasn't sure. I have too many options. I was texting my friend, so me and one of my friends are going to visit our other friend, so it's 3 of us, and I was texting my friend who's also flying, and we were like, what are you bringing? And she was like, I'm gonna bring some options, and I was like, okay, I will also be bringing a few options. But here's what I have. I have, oh gosh, I literally just slipped this up, but I have a dress just in case. I have like a skirt and a top. I have a pair of jeans and a top, a workout set, and then like a comfy outfit, and then some pajamas. So I feel like that's enough, and then a pair of shorts just in case. One thing about me is I never check the weather wherever I travel to. That is very unlike me, knowing the type of person that I am. You would think that I would probably check the weather and need to know every little detail, but no, I don't know why. Recently I've just been winging it and hoping for the best. Ooh, it like splashed everywhere. Happy Friday. My fridge is making this weird humming noise. I don't know why. It's kind of concerning me a little bit. Okay, a couple things. I looked online. The couch that I want is still the same price. It hasn't gone up yet, but we'll see. There is that possibility. You know what? I didn't add it to my cart. A lot of companies don't add the increase in price on the actual listing. They add it into checkout. Oh god, I should look at that. I have my interview today. It's at 1 p.m. So naturally all day I'm gonna be like freaking out because that's just what I do. I didn't take you guys along my journey of interviewing for jobs to get this current job, and I really wish I did. That's like one of my biggest regrets, is not like vlogging just behind the scenes and waiting to upload it until the timing was right. I regret that so much. So that's kind of, I guess, why I'm doing this. But yeah, I am nervous, but I will be fine. The one thing that I'm like stressed about is that I have 3 meetings back to back beforehand, so I don't like have time to like prepare immediately before. I have time earlier in the day. I woke up earlier today, but I don't have time immediately before to like practice what I want to say. Also, I am drinking caffeine. If you guys remember a while ago, I was like, I'm gonna cut out all caffeine. I think that I've decided I don't care, and I'm going to keep drinking caffeine because I feel like this brings so much joy into my life. I know that sounds stupid, and I know people are tired of me talking about it, so this means that I'm like gonna be done talking about it because I just love this so much. This thing right here, I wake up in the morning and I think about it and it makes me happy. If it means that I be like a little shaky every once in a while, so be it. It brings me joy and I'm fine with it. I'm limiting myself to only 1 a day because there were periods of time where I was drinking multiple of these a day, and we just cannot do that. So wanted to give you guys that update. My cutting out caffeine journey is officially over, and I don't care that it's over. The hyperfixation is back. We're so back. Last night, I stayed up until midnight stalking my own TikTok. That sounds so vain and narcissistic. It is just so fun to watch back former versions of myself and see how much I've grown, see all the things that have changed. I was also spending like hours last night just like responding to your guys' comments on like past YouTube videos. Like I was just like going back. I love talking to you guys. I was having so much fun. I was like kicking my feet, giggling, like, you guys are so funny. I was having a great time. Also, my friend who I'm visiting did text and she was like, it is a little cloudy, so bring some warmer clothes. I was like, oh, maybe I should check the weather. Maybe I should. I also did not edit my video because I was too busy stalking people on LinkedIn, responding to your guys' comments, and stalking my own TikToks. A really great use of my time, if I'm being honest. Incredible, but I did have an amazing time doing it. I kind of went on this like frenzy. I'm like in this stalking mood in like a non-creepy way, but like in just like a I love data, I'm collecting data. Not really, just in a curiosity killed the cat type of way. But like every single person I went to college with, I was like, let's stalk, let's see where they're at now, what are they doing, what's their jobs, what's this, what's that. I'm like, once again, just like in a yapping mood, you guys. I'm going to do something that's probably really bad, but I made this sourdough for my friend because her family's in town, but her family has already gotten here, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to see her before I leave, so I might just eat the sourdough, if I'm being honest. I feel guilty, but look how cute this is, right? That's adorable. Look, homemade. So cute. So yeah, I might just eat it because I don't think I'm gonna be able to give it to her in time because I leave tonight. I had this thought last night, and it's like, who am I becoming? Because I feel like I'm like turning into a different person. All my likes and interests, I was thinking about this, I was like, I'm obsessed with wrapping paper and wrapping presents cute. I am making my own butter and I'm making my own sourdough. Last night I was thinking about a breakfast burrito and I was like, oh, I don't have any tortillas. And my immediate thought, instead of, oh, I could go to the store and get tortillas, was, oh, I have ingredients to make it homemade. I can make a homemade tortilla. I love to host parties. I love to like go to the thrift store, find a dish to put a dip in that I'm hosting for a party. Like, I feel like I'm turning into Brie Vandekamp. If you have ever seen Desperate Housewives, not as good of a Brie Vandekamp as she is, but I'm turning into a housewife, but I'm single and I live alone. The fact that I love wrapping paper and matching pajamas and like all, like I feel like I'm like turning into 1950s housewife, but for myself. And the thing is, I'm really leaning into it. All my hobbies are now that. I don't know what started it, but I will not be getting chickens. Everyone's saying that the next thing is getting chickens. It's a good thing I have nowhere to put them because I don't want them. But it's like my next hobby that I want to learn is how to embroider. I want to sew my own clothes. I don't know who I'm becoming. I toasted my sourdough. I wish I had avocado to make some avocado toast. What should I put on this? Do I have butter? I used my homemade butter in my banana bread that I made. Is this expired? When does this? A long time ago. A really long time ago. Yeah, we're throwing that away. But I think Mother's Day is coming up, and so for Mother's Day, I have this really great idea of what I want to get my mom, and it's more of like a homemade type of thing. And that's what got me thinking. I was like, wow, I'm really enjoying all the homemade foods and the making things aesthetic. I mean, I've always enjoyed making things aesthetic. I don't know. You know what I was thinking too? I was like, me making my own sourdough and me making my own butter and all of this stuff. Is that growing up, or is that a recession indicator? I don't know. I say that kind of joking, but at the same time, like, eh. Also, this is just beautiful. I'm kind of letting the butter sit on the warm sourdough because it's like hard, it's really cold, so I'm trying to get it to like warm up a little bit. I don't know about you guys, but I go through phases about buttered toast. Like, I completely forget that buttered toast is a thing, and then I try it, and then I become so unheartedly obsessed with it. So I have a feeling this is going to bring me back into my butter toast era. Also, one other thing. I used this brand of sugar because I got a sample of it. Monk fruit sweetener. It's kind of like a sugar alternative, and I used it in my banana bread and I loved it. This is a white sugar replacement. I think I used the brown sugar replacement. I got a sample of this at an event that I went to. I like this so much. It tasted just like regular sugar. I thought it made it taste really good, so I kind of want to get like a bigger thing of this. I really enjoyed it. If it's expensive, I will take that back. I will take that statement back immediately. It's a great sugar alternative and I really enjoyed it. Bakes like sugar, sweet like sugar, dissolves like sugar. The workday is over, which meant I had my interview. I think that it went really well. I will say most of the questions they asked me were questions that I had kind of thought about in the past 2-3 weeks because I figured they would ask me, but they did ask me a couple questions that I hadn't planned, and I was really proud of myself with the answers that I was able to give, even for those questions that I wasn't able to like think ahead about. One thing that I always sabotage myself with is I am naturally a really fast talker. I think it is because my brain just moves so much faster than my mouth does, so I'm trying to like keep up with my brain with my mouth. So I talked really fast in my interview, which is fine, it's whatever, they know me, but it's something that I'm like actively trying to work on, but I have not made any progress on. Also, my friend texted saying that it's colder there. Did I already say that? I finished packing after I ended the workday, and now I'm just uploading some footage. I need to edit this video, and it's such a long one. But I picked up my house a teeny tiny bit. I need to take my trash out. My flight just got delayed like 30 minutes, so that gives me some more time. That's not ideal, but it does give me a little bit of time to do a little bit more work. I've been editing my vlog. I still have so much left. I think this video is like an hour and 30 minutes before I'm like going through it. So wish me luck, but I'm gonna head off to the airport. I love you guys so much, and I will see you on Monday.